Live from the Pepsi Center, Denver, Colorado, this is NBA 2K14.
It's a revolution, I suppose. This is in the apocalypse. Whoa.
IMDb here with you for more Miami Heat basketball tonight. We hit Denver, Colorado, where the team against the team that the Bulldozer started his NBA 2K13 career with.
NBA action.
Since then, of course, he's moved on to the Atlanta Hawks before joining the Miami Heat, and he's been a permanent member of the Miami Heat ever since.
Someone will be keeping an eye on Ty Lawson.
Well, his body control is what I noticed. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him.
Let's see how the Bulldozer does in his first game back in Denver since the trade to Atlanta.
Shot to go in.
And here's another thing about him, Steve. Every time he gets his hands on the ball in the backcourt, he's a one-man fast break.
This is the first game back in Denver for the Nuggets. They just haven't been able to buy a break lately. 5 of their last 6 games.
Tip controlled by Denver. We're going to reset the camera position here. I thank you guys for joining me so far. Again, thank you for all the likes and comments that you may have on this video. Hopefully I'll be able to get you guys some good plays here tonight. I don't think I'll do it from the side.
I think for Denver,
Ty Lawson
they've
now.
tried to get their season turned around.
Vanier picks him on up, but he left his man wide open. The easy alley-oop.
It just doesn't work for a team. And even though the talent looks like it's there to
Now it's
have a
DB.
good team, it just doesn't work. And for this club, that's exactly what's
Off
happened.
the screen, kick it on out. Bosch swings it over to LeBron.
Bosch hits the pick for LeBron.
LeBron trying to do something with it. The leaner is good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up
Denver
against
comes in
them.
at 13 and 16.
Every
Of
time
course,
they
Miami,
took a punch, they had a counter.
obviously
You'll like
the
this,
number one
Steve.
team in the
Reverse
Eastern
versatility,
Conference.
we call that. They had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense.
And a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Miami Heat. We're all knotted up here, two-piece.
A little over a minute
Bosch
gone here in
into
the first
James.
quarter.
You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent
Maybe
first
he
and
gets a
foremost, but
spot.
then managing the minutes
Trying
of
to
that
set a
talent.
screen
The
here.
Heat, I thought, did a nice
Almost
job
gets open in the paint.
monitoring the
LeBron
minutes
with the
of
open
big
J,
three
no
throughout
good.
the season and playoffs last year. Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that
Nate
shot
Robinson,
very
the
often.
former
When he's
Celtic
open
now.
like that, it's usually
Swings
lights
it
out.
on over to Ty
Now,
Lawson.
here is Lawson. A 20-point game for him in the win against the
Oh,
Grizzlies in
easy.
Memphis.
No good,
Don't forget, guys,
though.
his playmaking was
Kicked out back to
sensational.
Lawson.
He saw the
Swings
floor,
it
making the
around.
game so easy for his teammates.
Tyson
Here's
Chandler.
Into J.J. Hickson. Tipped away.
That should have been my ball.
Lawson kicks to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Denver needs to get off a shot. Second shot opportunity.
Not going to go this time.
As you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really, you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust themselves before they make it to the
Shane
playoffs.
Vanier off the
Kevin,
defense.
along those lines, I
LeBron.
thought by the end of last season, Miami was
Baseline, excuse
exhausted.
me.
And once you try to win a third title,
I thought that was
in a row,
me.
the emotional
Sorry about
fatigue
that.
and exhaustion really becomes a factor. So this is
Make
going to be
3 of your
interesting
first
to
4
watch all year.
shots, okay?
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Oh, tried to do the
Robinson
same play he
passes to
did
Lawson.
against Sacramento just the other night.
Back to Robinson. Lawson outside.
Yes!
The drive by LeBron. Back to Wade.
D-Wade now.
And out of
And
bounds. as
steps
the
out of
Nuggets gain
bounds.
possession.
Wade seems to be slowing down just a touch, and the difficulty as you get older, when
Let's
you're
see
not
when
a
you
great
try
jump
his own.
shooter, which Wade is not, is that the defenses will back off you, and that's the big challenge now for Dwayne Wade, adjusting to that newer style of defense that he's going to be looking at.
Now, here is Lawson, averaging 16 points a game. Hickson dishes to Lawson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Robinson goes in. Clock at 4.
And a spin. Robinson puts it up. He'll get the harm, but not the...
He'll go to the stripe for 2. And Steve, you go back to the strong output for Dwayne Wade.
This is the last game for the Miami Heat, those West Coast swing. They'll head home to face the Golden State Warriors next, but it's only a one-game homestand.
The league last season to hit
They'll
that
be
mark.
hanging out back on the road to face the Orlando Magic, their in-state rivals.
Some might argue, but the numbers speak truth. He's the best shooting guard in the game. Well, I tell you what, the Nuggets turned that Pepsi Center into their own personal fortress last season, had the best record at home in the league. Nobody could run with them, and the game was played at the Pepsi Center.
Here's the Bulldozer.
Nice inside feed to Bosch.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to
They'll
work
give
the
me
ball
the
into the
assist,
post
though.
effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Lawson kicks to Hickson.
Well, Hickson is a strong, athletic big
Foul
man
on
out of
me.
NC State who can definitely finish around the rim. And I think he's improved his offensive game the last couple of years as well.
Yeah, he sure has, Steve, and he's an aggressive player. Loves to throw the ball down and get over the defense whenever he gets inside. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Hickson is out there with Kenneth Fareed. Then it's Nate Robinson. Then it's Lawson. And it's Chandler in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. In that home record of the Nuggets, you mentioned Clark, 38-3. But
Dunk time.
Watch out now.
Wow, and that sort of
You give
showmanship is
LeBron
just
James that kind of
deflating right
space.
now to a team
He's
trying
going to
hard to
throw it
defend
on
this
down
game
on
like
you.
it.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How
We're up
about maybe
31 to
even a question
19
mark?
now.
Well,
They
you
still
know what
haven't
the
scored
questions are
a
about
point, but
now.
they
It's
did
their
get a
defense.
steal. Nice block, Chris Bosh,
They've
and he
only
gets
got
the
a slight
rebound.
edge in rebounding
To
when you look at
LeBron.
the numbers. But it certainly
And
feels
LeBron
like
just going to dunk it home again.
throw down there. Man.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Robinson
What you
passes to
gonna-
Hickson.
what you gonna do?
Here's
Good
Fareed.
block, Battier.
Rejected
Give
by
me that.
Battier. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against Portland.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent
Take it.
how
And I'll
powerless
miss
the
it.
defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
You get back to
Lawson
my guy. I
dishes
don't
to
want to get
Chandler.
burned here.
Back to Lawson. 6 to shoot. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. A different look for Denver. Randolph comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Gallinari in for Wilson Chandler. He feeds it to Lawson. Shoots the 3. Count the bucket.
The defenders
Still made that. I had a hand in his face.
communication lacking there on that three-pointer.
Outside
Oh,
box.
that was a bad
Stolen
pass.
by Robinson.
I just threw it right through him.
Lawson drives in. Outside for Robinson. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. That's now 8 points for Nate Robinson.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
You know, you watch Nate Robinson come into a game and you just start to feel the electricity.
I got your screen. I got your screen.
Are about to get sped up and turned up. He just
Make
plays
that.
with so
Thank
much
you.
energy. I mean, it can be a positive when he knocks down those big shots, but you've got to give him enough room to work through his bad shots because he's going to take some bad ones and he's going to gamble some on defense too.
And Lawson, here we go.
Yeah, all right. Like you're
This
gonna
is
get
it
the
to
inside of
Gallinari.
me.
Back to Lawson. 6 on the shot clock.
Get that out of here.
Here's Fareed.
Oh, I left that
Through
one
the knee
go.
for the layup. Fareed's got his first points in this one.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done.
All right, guys, where you at? Where you at? Where
Much
you at?
better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Pass to the Bulldozer. Expanding his range.
That was a bad one.
And Denver the other way now. And back to Robinson. He's energetic, feisty, aggressive on the court at both ends.
Well, and at times in the past, you know, his passion may have gotten the best of him, but I
Him
think
wide
his
open.
emotion is one of the things that makes him who he is, too. He's an explosive
All
scorer.
right.
He can just come in and just be a one-man wrecking crew. And remember that huge game he had against the Nets in the playoffs last
Yes.
year?
The drive by Wade. The pass to the Bulldozer.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Spin move, gonna take them both on. No
Also with the
good.
defensive effort there.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He's just
Yeah.
a little bit unsettled.
Passes it to Robinson. In low to Fareed. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
And the call timeout there.
Point Heat lead. And a new group in for the Heat. Brago,
Right now,
he's checked
we're
in
doing
for
it on the
Bob.
defensive end. Steal, block, and a rebound.
James Jones, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Allen in for Dwayne Wade.
Alright, we're up one
We're
at
through
the half.
two here and a good one. Heat lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's halftime. I'm Damon Bruce.
13
Out at
points
Pepsi
for
Center,
LeBron.
the action has been good. The Heat in a tight one against the Denver Nuggets. A top-tier team looking strong with the best record in the conference. For LeBron, it's been way too easy against this Denver defense. He's got 13 points and 3 rebounds as well.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by
I do
Sprint.
apologize that these videos have been getting a little bit longer.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Alright.
Whenever you play Denver, you know it's going to be an up and down game. The Nuggets love to push the tempo and make the game a track meet. And a lot of times they were
Here we
better
go.
at it than their opponents because they're an excellent fast-breaking team.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now.
Well,
Brought to you by
that one, that's
Gatorade. All
okay.
filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there.
Alright.
On the wings, it's D. Wade and LeBron James. Shane Battier is out there with Chris Bosh, and it's the Bulldozer in at the 1 spot.
Your way,
Wade
dude,
passes
Wade.
to the Bulldozer. Off the mark and a bad shot there. The Nuggets scored a ton of points last season. And
By
one of the
release.
several categories, Steve, that they led the way in was fast break points. You could see it with their big.
I like the way they constructed their roster, Kevin, because everybody from the guards to the centers could all run and get out in the open floor. So it was like an avalanche when Denver would
Oh, pick him up, somebody.
on their home floor.
Thank you, LeBron.
3 guys running, but all 5.
LeBron kicks to
Nice
Bosh.
inside feed.
Good. Bosh has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Heat.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Robinson against Wade. Chandler kicks to Lawson.
Block. Not a good idea.
Miami grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. And going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
They got the better of this club both times they saw them last season. I think we're about to find out if they've still got their number.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh
Nice,
wasn't sure
Chris
how
Bosh,
to play
little
at
hook
center.
shot, no good.
Tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox.
Do not commit a turnover for the remainder of the quarter. That I can
I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better
Alright,
player.
guys, get open here. Get
The
open.
biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages.
I do draw
And
a
the whistle
foul.
on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Steve hit on this moments ago, Clark. When you've got the 2 top teams, one from the East and one from the West, would you say there are some conference bragging rights at stake here? I mean, it would seem very obvious to me.
For sure, Kevin. Games like this can be a pretty good early season indicator of which conference is the stronger one.
Taking them both.
Good from the Bulldozer.
Well, what a series it was in the finals a year ago. Such great basketball. Two teams that like to play up tempo. And I'll tell you, the Spurs had Miami. They had the series in the bag. They were one play away from wrapping it up in Game 6, but the miracle comeback.
We keep talking about that a lot there, folks.
Led to the Game 7 victory and another title for the Miami Heat.
And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Well, when he came out of college.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's go.
Great rebounder at Morehead State, and he brought that into the league with him. He attacks the ball, he attacks the glass, plays hard on every possession.
That's just the kind of player he is. It's in his nature. He can't help but hustle after missed shots, and he's willing to battle for rebounds and loose balls. There's no backing down with Fareed. Part that was interesting because the games themselves weren't particularly close through the first half of the series, but things started to get really tight when they left San Antonio after Game 5.
How about that, Kevin? You talk about things tightening up. We had a game for the ages in Game 6. 28.6
Why not?
seconds
Over
to go.
and in.
Spurs +5. Miami needed a miracle, and they found it in the form of timely three-point shooting and got some help from the San Antonio Spurs missing some free throws.
The Game 6 was about as intense an NBA game as you'll ever see.
Oh, it was off
I
the
should
chart.
add that one.
Absolutely fantastic.
Your action time is definitely not that great.
And Lawson with the drive. And there's the foul. It's on the Bulldozer.
That was not good.
That'll be his second foul of the game.
I think I just
Looked to
bulldozed
me
him.
like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials.
We have a little bit of a lead, though, but it's only one possession.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the third. Chandler. Good. And Miller
That's all right.
gets
We
the assist.
still got a little bit of a lead
Miller's
here.
got his third assist on the night. The Bulldozer passes to Cole. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Allen dishes to Bosch. Arthur on him. The turnaround.
Yes,
Shot's
Chris
good by
Bosch.
Bosch has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Chandler defended by Allen.
Watch out for the last second shot.
Chandler outside
Oh, good hand,
Back to
good hand.
for the tie. And no good trying to get that one. And at the close
I had
of the
a
third
face
quarter,
in.
still a
I had a
close
hand
game,
in
and
that
both
face.
teams putting up points in a
Only
hurry.
up 3. So, guys, we gotta step it up here.
Start your new year with the NBA. Thaddeus Young and the Philadelphia 76ers take on Ty Lawson and the Denver Nuggets this Wednesday, 10 Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
I don't know why they would show that. Yes, I am no longer
Joining
with
us
the
again
Denver
as we get
Nuggets.
set
I'm
for
with the
fourth
Miami
quarter. A
Heat.
terrific game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
They've got Hickson. Nate Robinson is out there with Lawson.
Oh, that was way too easy there, guys.
Fareed in at the four-man position.
Crazy
the group
field
on the
goal
floor for
percentage of
Denver.
50%. Let's see.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Here's my spot.
Absolutely.
Let's
Their
see
ball
what I can
movement
do.
has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
The Bulldozer passes to LeBron.
I'll get out of his way.
Fareed's there. Pass to the Bulldozer.
Why not?
Off target from outside.
Didn't quite make that.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important.
Oh, who left them open? Who left them open?
Chandler, no good.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Nice feed, D. Wade.
Robinson against Wade. Back to LeBron. He dishes it to Bosch. Just
I
five
got
to
your
shoot.
screen there, boss. What are you doing?
From deep.
Jeez, it's way too long
pulls it
before
down.
you.
Fareed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson off a pick from Hickson. Robinson kicks to Hickson. Robinson to take the lead. Gets it to go.
All of those three-pointers coming off his fingers have been right on the money.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior.
Yes.
They've got no answer.
That was clutch.
And we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Thank you, Doris. Denver's gone 6 of 12.
Hey, let's keep this lead here, fellas.
50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Hickson sets the screen for Lawson, and he lobs it up.
Watch out! That was unbelievable.
Look at that.
How about that?
Look at that.
Never think they are Lob City. There you go, there, D-Wade. Get out of your way.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Inside the boss, he blows.
Remarkable. Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Back to Hickson.
Again. Watch the lob here, fellas. This is Denver, not Lob City.
And it's a 3-point Denver lead.
The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Come on, LeBron. Shake and bake. In and good. +1.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside
Alright,
and
let's tie
converting
this
on a
thing
regular
up.
basis.
And that one falls for Bosch.
The Heat have magnificent talent, but even coming off an NBA title, they had never put their name into the conversation of the great team until last spring when they went on that amazing 27-game winning streak.
Robinson dishes to Lawson. He kicks it to Hickson.
Alright, watch the post. Watch the post.
Here's Fareed. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And for the Heat, they were staring right at the 72 Lakers win record, and I'm sure everyone remembers, but ultimately they would fall, Steve, to the Bulls after 27 consecutive wins.
Yeah, that streak to me was one of the great feats in NBA history. Winning 27 games in a row in the regular season, so difficult, but it showed you what the Heat were made of. They really were battling every night, and I thought that put them on a great run heading into the playoffs.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Chris Bosh.
Complete domination. What a game for J.J. Hickson. 10 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
Yeah, he's played really well, moving the ball around, and you'd like to see the rest of the team
Hey,
get
only
into
know
that
one,
same
folks.
passing groove that he's in.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
His first shot coming late. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That's not a sight you see very often.
I don't know about
He has a
that
great feel
shot.
for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Robinson for three.
Wide open.
That one falls. Coming off Lawson's
Don't
feet.
worry though, folks. We still got
Lawson's
time.
got assist number 8 here in this one already. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Wade.
Wait.
Trains the turnaround jump shot.
Mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Hey, I got Lawson.
Lawson outside.
I should put a hand up in his face.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Kicks it to Wade. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. And Bosh
Chris
gets it to go on the
Bosh.
assist by Wade. And that's 13 points for Chris Bosh.
Been knocking him
There's been a
down
change
from
in this
down
game
low
compared to what we
tonight.
saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Lawson gets the screen from Hickson. And Lawson, here we go. With some arc.
Get that out of here.
And he recovers it.
Couldn't quite get to
Banks
that
in the
one.
layup. And the Nuggets lead by 4.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Here's the bulldozer. Lawson defending. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Check out the game for the Bulldozer. 9 points, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, Clark. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
Now that is some good confidence right there. I don't like what I heard from Steve Kerr. Couldn't quite make that one though. But he causes the steal. Not the layup though.
Needing a 3 to tie it up. Not the ideal situation.
Here's Robinson. Sinks it.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice. How about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
The Heat have gone 4-10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. LeBron passes to the Bulldozer. Back to
Inside,
LeBron.
almost
Stolen
got
by
it.
Hickson. Robinson with it. Back to Chandler. There's the dish to Robinson. Clock at 6. Pass to Lawson. Outside Robinson. For 3! Hickson kicks to Lawson. Feeds it to Chandler.
I think that's it, folks. Thank you guys for staying. Fouls. Maybe we're
Way too
not
long.
quite
If they're
done
trying to
yet.
stretch this thing out, they shouldn't waste so much time.
Lawson kicks to Hickson. Back to Lawson. He passes it to Hickson. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Be a loss here tonight,
And he
folks.
is unable to get the second one. So the Nuggets win it. They pulled off.
That's
this
alright
win,
there,
Clark,
folks.
with
Hey guys,
respectable
thank you for
performances
watching.
on both ends of the floor.
Don't forget to also comment, rate, and subscribe. And of course, I am DB, and I'm out. We'll see you tomorrow.
This is Kevin Harlan.
Hopefully,
Thanks
for
tuning in.
my next video opening, I will be going to the Primal Origin sneak peek. So I'll show you guys what I got there. So I'll see you guys next time.
You guys put on a shooting clinic tonight, so it must be a bit of a shock to not be sitting here talking about your big win. What kept your team from getting the W out there?
The other team did. We played well, they played better. Sometimes you feel like you do everything you can and there's still someone out there better than you. And that was the case here. Good game for us, but great game for them. So they got the win. And we're the ones sitting here shaking our heads and wondering why.